Hello, family. I hope all is well. Welcome to HGW Community 72. I am Miss B Bohemian Soul. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. If you are not new here and you are a solid subscriber, I thank you first of all, and welcome back. So it's a very bumpy road that I'm on. I'm going to go ahead and get into this video. The title of this is going to be When You're No Longer Home. When you, meaning the individual, when you are no longer home, the ugly side of divorce. When you are no longer home, the ugly side of divorce. And so I'm going to be talking to the husband, and then I'm going to be talking to the wife as the you, right? So, but first off, when we think about a home, what does a home represent? A home represents security, love, comfort. I think one of the main things that a home represents also is peace. So I would say peace first, right? And then love, comfort, security, protection, nurturing, family, comfort, warmth, substance, a solid foundation. It is foundational. A home should be foundational. It should be built on love and peace, right? But I'm also going to be talking to the ugly side of divorce. And when you, the husband, are no longer, well, let me go to the wife. When you, as the wife, are no longer home, you're no longer considered home because of the divorce. So you're no longer that place of comfort for your spouse, right? You're no longer love. That's on this window. You're no longer warmth. You're no longer loyalty. When you are no longer home to your said ex, the ugly side of divorce, you know, you were the one that kept the home clean, right? For the most part, we're talking about traditional roles. That's not the case anymore. You were the one that fed, made the meals, nurtured the family, kept things moving, right? When you are no longer home to your ex, this is what the ugly side of divorce looks like, because one of you will be leaving. Most of the time it is the man, right, that's leaving home. And I mean that in the natural sense too, leaving the home, the house. But you're also leaving said your soon-to-be ex-wife. When you are no longer home because of divorce, now let's go to the man's side. Because what used to be home, as a woman going home to your said husband, There was protection. Protection is gone. There was leadership. There was authority. There was a laid foundation. I'm not sure if I said protect. There was protection. There was security. There was provision. When you are no longer home, the ugly side of divorce. A husband representing home also was consistency. The provider, the breadwinner, the protector, the lover. And that goes for both. You have now lost your lifelong lover, woman to man, man to woman. Because that's what home should and did represent. Peace. Because both of you now, the peace that once was there isn't there. And now, because of divorce, you have to get a new home. And that starts with self first. You have to establish peace, new foundation. For a woman, she now becomes the provider, the sole provider, the protector, a role in which we weren't designed to be. The husband now has to get a new home. He now has to learn to, because most of the time, you know, traditionally, men aren't doing the cooking and the cleaning. They're not taking on the role of the nurturer. But now he has to learn those things, because what was home is no longer. So I just wanted to talk to that, how when you are no longer home, that safe place, that comfort, that place of love, that place of peace, because of the ugly side of divorce. That's it, family. I hope this helps somebody today. Help me kind of, you know, put things into perspective. You know, they were, but it just, you know, it just helps me reflect on what I've gone through, where I am. I am in a place of peace. And this was something that I needed to really talk to for myself. And I hope it helped the family as well. Listen, remember, as always, be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your family. They deserve your greatness. Be great to your community. Without love, self-love first, we have absolutely nothing. And as always, clarity is key. But without consistency, we have no balance. Family, be well.